Don't look now, the Flames are back.
Oh, they're back.
How about it? Welcome into the Flames Central podcast presented by OrthoVirginia. Liberty, a thriller, 30-27 win over New Mexico State.
The thriller in Manila.
First off, I just want to right now put it out there. Any facts or numbers we get wrong during this, it was a late night.
It's a late night.
Things are still a little fuzzy.
Yeah.
So don't hold us to exactly everything that we say today. But what a roller coaster ride.
Matt was up last night at 2 a.m. with the visor turned sideways, cigar chewing in his mouth, just on the old typewriter.
That's right.
Just like trying to get it all put together. So don't get upset.
Just trying to piece it all together. I was breaking down all the film. I went back. First, I had to go. I had to get the film. Right. I had to bring it back. I had to splice it together. Got it on the wheel. I'm sitting there in the dark room.
With the clicker.
The clicker. Yeah. So we went through it. What a win, though. Back-to-back conference wins. Liberty, 2-1 in conference play. How do you make sense of all this, Joe? I mean, it's been back-to-back games that Liberty's, give them credit, they found a way to win. That's the most important thing.
Yeah.
And maybe you give them even more credit because you're like, you found a way to win when I don't think anyone feels like you played well.
Right.
You know, but you found, when it came down to it, crunch time, maybe we start there. That last drive.
Yeah.
And Joe's texting me. I'm up in the booth helping the CBS broadcasters. Joe texts me, this is the season, right here.
On the drive, this drive.
And 13 plays, 92 yards, Liberty, an offense that had been just awful the entire second half. And really, if you want to get into it, most of the game, too. I mean, they didn't exactly go the length of the field on many of these drives. What changed in that drive, 13 plays, 92 yards, to basically win the game?
But they did when it counted.
They did. Absolutely they did.
They did when it
Absolutely.
counted. So you can skin the cat a thousand different ways. But, you know, I was sitting there thinking while I was watching the game going, if I'm New Mexico State and I'm on, I think they're on like the 40 maybe, right? 40 yard line, whatever yard line it was. Like they're on Liberty side of the field. And it's 4th and 5. Yep. Do I put the dagger in them right now and try to go for this?
Yeah, 4th and 5 from the LU 39.
From the 39-yard line. So you're one first down away from basically ending the ball game.
Yeah.
Okay. And I thought to myself, if I'm New Mexico State, nope. I would have done the exact same thing that they did. I'm going to say, I'm going to play the odds. And I'm going to say, I'm going to make you go 92 yards. I'm going to punch inside the 10.
They got a great punt down inside the 10.
I'm going to make you go. The odds are all in my favor. The analytics are all in my favor that you can't go 92 yards. And I think, and we talked about this just off air, I think what happened, and Jamie talked about this in the postgame, is that their defense played it like a prevent defense up. We're not
like there's a minute and a half. You have no timeouts.
There was
keep it all in front.
There was over 2 minutes left when the drive started. Keep in front of you, and they played it the wrong way.
Yeah.
If you're going to do that, if you're going to punt the ball, to me as a head coach, if I'm going to punt the ball and pin him in, make him go 92 yards, I'm going to continue to play them the manner in which I was successful playing them.
Right.
And that was pressure, confusion, make him hold the ball, and eventually he's going to mess this thing up.
Yeah.
Right? The offense is going to mess this thing up. And so they chose to go the other route, and what it did is it allowed Vasco to get into a rhythm. Liberty realized this, and I give credit to Willie Corn for this. He realized the old Nick Saban, right? Don't call plays at the end of a game when it counts. Get the ball to players, right? And so what does he do? He goes, Dante Lee, Yak talks top draft pick.
Right.
He goes Dante Lee Jr., Dante Lee Jr., Dante Lee Jr.
Listen, Dante Lee had 6 receptions in the game. 5 on that drive.
Yes.
5 on that drive.
Like at some point you go, enough's enough.
Yeah.
Get the ball to the guys who are our playmakers.
And those were easy completions.
They're easy completions.
Listen, it was 3:46 to go in the game. Liberty, with all their timeouts and the 2-minute warning, or 2-minute whatever.
They did them a favor.
Like, absolutely they did.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, that's just way too much time to start just giving completions, 7-8 yard completions like they did.
And you got to give Vasco a ton of credit. Now, I'm not telling you, obviously he didn't play great.
Right.
and he turned the ball over, fumbled it, threw interceptions.
3 turnovers.
3 turnovers, did all those things. But I'm going to tell you one thing that kid is. He's resilient.
He is.
Right? Because I'm going to tell you what, one of Yacht Talk's favorite sayings, if you're going to sit around and cry in your Cheerios, right, then there's no way that he's leading them 92 yards down the field. But what he did was he said, you know what, what's behind us is behind us. Forgetting what is behind, pressing on towards what is ahead.
I feel like I've heard that before.
Right? You might have heard that before.
Is that yours?
No, definitely not taking credit for that one. And he stayed in the moment, and he made the plays that he needed to make in order to help his team win.
Here's the crazy thing, too, on that drive. Liberty only had 1 third down the entire drive, and that was a 3rd and 1.
Yeah.
So, they were moving the ball. And there weren't like, oh, man, completion here, they were firing on all cylinders on that drive, and they needed to. It was about time. In fact, when I talked to Ethan Vasco after the game and I was talking to him about that drive, I was like, 5 receptions on the drive for Dante Lee. He's like, yeah, I probably should have thrown to him more early in the game. It's like, well, live and learn, you add that, maybe for next time out.
There's that.
Yeah. And then defensively at the end, you give up that big pass play to get them in field goal range. What was it, 47-yard field goal? So a makeable field goal. This wasn't like a 55-yard hope and a prayer, like maybe. 47-yard attempt to send that thing to overtime, and it never had a chance. The kid hooked it, but it could have been even that much more wild if that kid puts it through from 47 there. They had an opportunity.
Just on a side note now, I'll tell you this much. I don't know who number 60 is, but he needs
for Liberty.
Max Morgan.
Yeah, it was you Bingburst. They got the personal foul.
Max Morgan.
I'm glad you.
Should never buy a lunch.
No.
For the rest of his life, that kid should be following wherever he goes and buy every single one of his lunches, because that had colossal mistake written all over it.
Yeah, personal foul on you.
How
does
that happen?
So suddenly Liberty's kicking off from their own 20, and you're thinking New Mexico State's going to get on the 40-yard line.
45-yard line. That's how it should have played out.
And he drops it in front of the return man, pops up. You see the guy almost jumping, trying to grab it over his head, touchback. I want to say all that happened in this game, the MVP is Max Morgan.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what kind of Vaseline ball he's kicking or what's on it. It's like trying to grab was it the grease pig or whatever?
It's a grease pig.
Like, you had 2 punts that squirt free, that Liberty recovers, that lead to short fields. Then you have that kickoff as well. If New Mexico State can field a punt, they win the game.
Yeah.
And that was 2 different guys. Yeah. They replaced the TK King kid after he botched the first one with a different dude, and he screwed it up as well and gave Liberty a short field. In fact, special teams as a whole directly led to 17 points in this game.
And that's the thing is, like, whenever you're struggling, okay, you people think, well, you got to do better on offense. You got to do better on defense, right? You had like all these, like the obvious.
Right.
It's like usually when you see something turn around in a season, it's you do something unusual that people weren't thinking of.
Yeah.
Right. And so it's like, okay, we're not playing well offensively. All right. Well, guess what? Let's take a 96-yard kickback for a touchdown to get us kick-started.
Yeah.
Let's go down on punt cover team and let's recover a couple fumbles from the returner.
Yeah.
Right? Like, these are the things that you do in order to kickstart things. Hey, and then offensively, it's like, hey, we're not doing great. But hey, you know what? When it all counts, when all the chips are in, let's go 92 yards for a touchdown. So the thing, and you know what? I am like a little bit against the aspect of, well, we just played bad all the way around for the entire, like, what we did to score in the red zone in the first half, even though they turned the ball over, scored in the red zone in the first half. We had a 20-6 lead going into halftime, and you're in complete control of the game. So it's like, and I saw some things throughout the course of that game, especially in the first half, where I was like, oh, now guys are actually getting on blocks, blocking the right guys, and they're staying on the block. And even if it was a 3 or 4 yard gain, it's a 3 or 4 yard gain instead of a 2 yard loss.
Yeah.
Which it had been. So, and like you're seeing, I was really excited for the offensive line early in the game, Like, okay, Dirks has got these. I mean, these things take time,
Sure.
right? And Dirks has got these guys coaching them up. He's got these guys staying on blocks. They're blocking the right guys. We're picking up 3, 4, 5 yards a clip. So I was like real excited about that. But then you turn around and they bring like the easiest thing in the world. The easiest thing in the world to do is to block a 3-man rush. Like, just look at the numbers. Yeah. Look at the numbers. They bring a 3-man rush, drop 8, right? Saying, all right, QB, make a throw because we got a lot of people playing in the secondary right now, right? And a guy breaks through, hits Vasco, and he fumbles the football on a 3-man rush. Yeah. Like, that can't happen. No. So you have all these things, you're like, oh, this is good. Like, we're doing the right things. It's 20-6 at halftime. Like, let's pull away from it. And then Coach Chadwell said it best. He's like, yeah, I just don't think we handle prosperity very well. Right. You know, it's like, oh, we're actually have the lead. We're actually doing something, right? Well, let's go beat them 40-6. Yeah. And it went the complete opposite direction. So there are things that you definitely can build on, but at the same time, it's like, fellas, there's some stuff still that's not good.
I want to get to Vasco's play here in just a minute, but first, think about the season for Jay Billingsley.
Yes.
He was bad early.
Jay's got his mojo.
Lost the job for a game.
Oh, he's got his mojo.
Gets it back. 4 field goals last week when
back.
You needed it, and you couldn't do anything in the red zone.
You needed it.
3 field goals last night.
That'd be 3 last night.
Like, if he didn't find whatever he found.
Oh, he found it.
We're hurting. We lose. You know, we lose this game most likely. You know what I mean? Like, he is locked in right now. Yeah. And that 43-yarder he made, that would have been good from 55.
And you can see
bombed it.
You can see it.
Yeah.
He goes out there, he's getting a little shoulder swag going on. Yeah. You can tell these kickers. Yeah. Right? Like, it's too easy. Yeah. Right? Like, and when the guy runs, he's nervous. Like, no, he's been hitting them. He's been working at it. I mean, that's a huge part of the game for the Flames because it was miserable. Yep. It's been miserable for a while.
Like, you probably don't even
go back into last year.
Like, I don't know if Jamie Chadwell even runs the kicker out there at all at this point if they had continued to struggle the way
I mean, the one that he made, the 52-yarder that he made last week or whenever it was, that like was like kick-started him. And, man, that is so huge of what he's done.
All right, so we're going to get to
Charles and Cher are really
and proud. Charles is thrilled about it. Yeah, I knew we'd get to that bit eventually. We'll get to some other updates from some former Liberty Flames having a big week. So we'll touch on that here in just a moment, give you some update on some of those guys, Flames and the pros. Let's go to Vasco. You have the 3 turnovers. You mentioned the fumble, couple interceptions. And you think, like, the first interception, Liberty's driving, they're in New Mexico State territory. It looked like an easy throw and catch to Reese Smith, just sailed it over the top. Yeah. The other interception, bad. Triple cover. There were 3 guys around the ball when he threw that one. I think that may have been towards Dante Lee in the second half. Just some inconsistency throwing the football. Like, I guess is this what you feel like have to live with and try to work around? Or do you feel like maybe the shoulder still is a factor? How do you make sense of what you saw out of Ethan Vasco and how you have to manage that as you move forward?
I think if you want to win, like your goal is to win a conference championship, you can't manage it, and you have to fix it. Yeah, he has to fix it. It's on him, right? He's got to fix it. Don't think that Willie Korn is not telling him this stuff. Yeah, like Ethan. You know, the first one sailed on him. Yeah. Okay, that ball sailed. It's not good. Yeah. It happens. Okay? It's a bad throw. Yeah. Right? The ones that get under my craw.
You do not want to be under Joe's craw.
No, do not get under Joe's craw. It's not a pleasant place.
No one wants to be there.
No. Dark and lonely.
It's not good.
The ones that get under my craw, right?
Yeah.
Don't hold the football.
Yeah.
I mean, don't hold the football.
Get it out.
The one to Reese Smith down the sidelines where you about got him killed, right? That corner was in a really tough spot. And you made the kid look like a hero. Yeah. Right? He's trying to cover another route, but Vasco holds the ball long enough where it allows him to come off of that.
And then puts air under it.
And then puts air under it.
Yeah.
And the kid can come off of it, and now he's got a bunch of back slappers in the film room today because he about killed Reese Smith. Yeah. Like, dude, you got to see him going on the sideline. Reese Smith knows that guy's running out of there, and he gears it down, and you throw it on a line. You get it out of your hand. Yeah. Once you clear, you get it out of your hand. You throw it on the line. You let him catch it. He's got one guy to miss, and he might score on the play. Yeah. Right? The one that he threw, which was triple coverage. Right. I'm up watching the play, and I'm seeing it develop, the corner route develop, and I'm like, throw it. So when I said it out loud last night, I said, throw it. He's open. But you have to throw it now. Yeah. He held it and held it. Next thing you know, it's like, oh, safety's watching his eyes. There's his eyes. This guy going to really hold the ball that long? No, he ain't going to throw it. And then he throws it. Like, dude, he's breaking it like it was like a DB warm-up drill. Yeah. And it's an interception. Like, dude, you got to be decisive, step in, make the decision, and throw the football. And you can fix that. Yeah. Like, you can fix that. I guarantee you, they get in that film session today, Willie's going to be up in his shorts. Yeah, he'll be in his craw. But those are things like, this is a veteran quarterback, too. Like, I think that's part of the reason why it's so frustrating and will be for Willie Korn and Jamie Chadwell. Is like, this is a guy who's played a lot of football. But the thing with Vasco is this, and this is where I think you can talk to him in that manner. It's not like you're dealing with some fragile freshman. No, this isn't some this guy's seasoned, weak right? Dude. And the dude knew what he did, and he still led the team down. Like his strength is his resiliency and his toughness. You always hear that with DBs, short memory. Short memory. He's got a short memory. Short memory. It's done. Yeah. So his resiliency and his toughness. Yes. So I think like he's the kind of guy like. Some guys you're going to have to massage it. Well, we can't give him these type of throw and this type of throw. We just can't put him in that position because he can't do it. He wants it Vasco again. Can do it. He wants it again. Vasco, give me the ball again. Give me those throws again. Now, Reese Smith might think otherwise. Reese Smith, he may not remember it. Reese has a short memory for a different reason because he just got his bell rung. I mean, he may think otherwise. But like Vasco's got it. Like, you can fix it with him. You don't need. If you want to win a championship, you're not going to manage it. Yeah. You fix it. And I don't know that this is the offense where you can say, all right, we're just going to, with a Cooley and that O-line you could say, all right, we're just going to really lean into the run. I don't think this offense is the type that you can afford to do that and win. You fix it. I mean, we had talked about going into this game, you hadn't scored 20 points 4 straight weeks. You have to find some sort of explosiveness down the field. You have to be able to rely on Vasco to make some of this. He's got to do it. He's got to do it because you know what? He's got the guys to do it. Yeah. Like sometimes you at quarterback, like especially if the O-line can continue to improve. Which they have showed improvement. They show these stinking breakdowns that are terrible. But they have shown, like, significant improvement. Mm-hmm. And if that O-line can continue to improve, it's not like, oh, man, we're stuck with some very average receivers. Yeah. Like you got backs that can catch the ball in the backfield. You got tight ends. Yeah. You got receivers. You have depth at those positions. Like, it's all in front of you. Yeah. No, 2-1. All that to be said, you're 2-1 in conference play. Oh, by the way, this Conference USA football it's a mess. Last night, if you missed this one, last night Western Kentucky, who after Louisiana Tech lost, you're saying, well, they're probably the favorite to win the league. They hadn't lost in conference play. They got smacked 25-6 at home to FIU. What was FIU been doing? I don't know whatever they're doing last night. They need to do more of it. So Western Kentucky loses. So all of a sudden you look at the standings. Pull them up. Kennesaw State 2-0. Jack State 2-0. Those are the only unbeaten teams. Then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 one-loss teams. Included in that are your Liberty Flames. So all of a sudden, it looks wide open. Tonight you get Delaware at Jack State. Listen. Delaware's a good squad. Would it surprise anybody if they went in and beat Jack State? Probably not. Probably not. Jack State barely survived Sam Houston last week. And then you also have UTEP at Sam Houston tonight. Jack State should have got beaten by Sam Houston. They should have. Yeah. So we'll see what happens in that game. And then next week, you get Western Kentucky at Louisiana Tech. So one of those two teams is going to have 2 losses in conference play. Going to be behind Liberty, while Liberty sits back on a bye week and just watches the carnage. They just watch it all burn. Let's heal up. This league, we've said we don't know that there's not a great team.
There may not be a lot of good. There may not be a good team in this conference. Which, if you're Liberty right now, you're like, great, we're right in the mix.
You're
right in the mix. 2 more home games coming up. The next 2, you get Delaware, Missouri State. Neither of those are going to be easy games. Obviously, there's no such thing this year, but you're right there. It's all still, as the Hawk Talk said early on, it is all still out in front of you.
If the Flames ever get this done,
we just took a power surge here or something like that. Oh, what's going on? Don't worry about it. We're fine.
We're back.
Oh, hey,
we're back to CO Summit.
CO Summit.
Hey, I played in the CO Summit golf tournament yesterday.
Congrats, Dave Brett. Yeah, we get you a little. And they're going to pay for this advertising.
Yes,
we're going to collect on it. We don't give it away for free. We need something out of that. How about that? How about them getting? This is next level stuff. Getting some free. They're trying to get some free advertising.
CO Summit. I played in the CO Summit golf tournament.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a lot of fun.
It all makes sense.
It was a lot of fun. Me and my boy Shields.
Okay, there you go.
Came down last hole. We've lost.
That's a shame.
Okay, wait. What were we talking about?
The conference is wide open.
Conference wide open. Okay, now here's the thing.
Tell me.
Here's the thing. Your family, your friends, your foes.
Yes,
when the dust all settles and you're around having Thanksgiving turkey, right?
Yeah.
Just tell them you heard it at Yacht Talk first. That's all I'm asking.
Yeah.
We're not asking for more than that. Because if the Flames can they show what they're capable of doing.
Yeah.
That's why if they can do that over more extended periods of time. That's the next step.
That's been the recurring thing you've been saying all along. You've shown it. Can you get more consistent at it? And right now, and we're back, Flames Central Podcast for those watching on the YouTube. That continues to be a struggle, though, and the consistency of it.
And it's like what I always said as a coach, right? You're making a big mistake. You're making a big mistake. When I used to coach kids, they say, you're making a big mistake if you show me you can do it really well one time.
Yeah.
Because once you show me you can do it really well one time, then I'm going to expect you to do it like that all the time.
And here's the frustrating part. Like in a game like this, you can be inconsistent and not hurt yourself. You know what I mean? Like you can miss some throws and still punt it away. What you can't have is be inconsistent and shoot yourself in the foot with the turnover.
Yeah.
Like that. Yeah. That's what you cannot do.
Yeah.
And that is what they did, but they got away with it. They survived and they made enough plays.
Those 2 botched punts were.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, that's a ball game.
That's huge. That's absolutely huge.
That's a ball game.
Because their offense was playing well.
Dude, I like Fife, you know. And
Yep.
I'm not going to go with the easy joke. I'm just not going to do it. But I really like that kid. He threw the ball, and their receivers were aggressive.
Yeah.
I was sitting beside Lil Reese at the ball game, and when that kid caught towards where our band is in the third quarter, I guess it was, he aggressively went after that football and just took it away.
Yeah.
I mean, there was 2 contested touchdown catches.
Oh yeah.
Like
those
contested.
were tough catches.
Like you got to be angry at the football.
Yeah.
And those 2 dudes were angry at the football and just took it away. So, I mean, Barney Fife throws.
I think I saw Fife go to the punt returners after those and said, "You got to nip it in the bud." That's what he told them. Barney Fife. Listen, I think our audience, they all know what we're talking about.
They'll appreciate that.
Yeah, they all know what we're
talking about. There's a lot of them.
All right, let's quickly, we're going to get to mailbag in just a second. We've got some good mailbag questions.
1 bullet 5.
That's right. Let's get to a couple other notes really quickly around Liberty Athletics. Huge game last night in field hockey. Number 7 Liberty, number 3 UVA. Liberty ends up losing 1-0.
Oh!
So a really low-scoring defensive battle. That's like basically when you, for those that have noticed, when you get to like NCAA tournament time in field hockey, it's always like 1-0, 1-1, and usually you almost always go to overtime is the way it seems to go. But this was 1-0, close game. Liberty had some chances, just couldn't find the back of the net, so they fall in that one. Some other things to update you on. Some Flames in the pros. Not sure if you saw what Taylor Peter's been doing.
Oh, I saw
in
that.
preseason with the Pacers. Saturday night against the Thunder, Peter led the Pacers with 18 points, 6 of 11 shooting, 4 of 8 from 3. More exciting than that, though, for me, because we know he can score, we know he can shoot. He had 5 rebounds and 5 assists.
Stop.
So he did everything in that game.
Somebody's trying to get in the ball game.
I'm telling you.
Somebody's trying to get into the ball game.
He's playing well, and they had him on, for the post-game press conference. He is really, really, I mean, you see even how since he got here, like how much he grew in terms of that. Always a great personality. but like he's talking about his faith. He's talking about like he's just such a pro. Such a pro the way he handles himself.
You know what Talon Peters is?
What's that?
Lovable.
Absolutely.
He's a lovable guy.
Absolutely he is.
Yeah, which
Absolutely.
is great.
So he's averaging just over 10 points per game through 3 preseason games. Didn't score a ton in their most recent one against the Spurs. They have one more preseason game coming up Friday, that too against the Spurs before they start the regular season. So we'll see how it shakes out for him. Remember, he's on a 2-way contract, so he can play with the Pacers or with their G League team. So we'll see how that shakes out, but he's had a great preseason thus far. Also, Demario Douglas, 3 receptions, 71 yards, and a touchdown, 53-yard touchdown reception from Drake May. Is that right?
Yeah, he had another one that got called back.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
Yeah, I think he had a even better one.
Okay. Well,
if I'm not mistaken.
That's his second touchdown on the season, so good to see him have kind of a breakout game. It'd been kind of quiet for him.
I mean, are the New England Patriots, who Yacht Talk's not a huge fan of, becoming my favorite team?
Because of Drake May.
Drake May to Pop Douglas.
You were a big Drake May guy, though, early on, too.
Love Drake.
Yeah. But, yeah, that's great. Like, good for him. And, in camp, Demario was like the story, like the connection he developed. Slow start to the season, but a good game for him there. And then finally, Mason Fluharty pitching for the Jays in the ALCS. Obviously, it's not going great for the Jays. They're down 2-0 to the Mariners. But Fluharty on Sunday, 2/3 of an inning out of the bullpen, struck out both guys. On Monday, on Monday, gave up a run out of the pen. But this is a guy, 24, rookie season, that all of a sudden the Jays, he bounced back and forth a little bit between AAA and the bigs. All of a sudden the Jays are throwing him out there in like high leverage spots night after night after night in the playoffs. So really impressive what he's been able to do, the former Flame left-hander there. All right, let's get to mailbag, and then we'll go into Flames fantasy, which is getting really interesting.
Oh,
and
when I saw Juju take that kickoff back, I was really excited on half of my brain.
Yeah.
And then the other half was like, here we go.
You knew. All right, let's go mailbag here. You want to give us a little?
Every time I hear you smile, it takes me time to think about mailbag.
That's good. You're adding lyrics to it now. This one is from our buddy Elton. He wants to know, he says, Liberty hasn't had a great pass rush in a few years, since before Chadwell, is what he says. What are the main keys to improving that in your mind? What's our excuse for lack of an effective rush? Going into the game, we had 8 sacks. 3 of those came against UTEP. We had 1 sack last night. Last year, I think we had 20 on the year, which was not great, and we're trending worse than that this season. What do you see in terms of pass rush? Keep in mind, Liberty's probably best pass rusher from a season ago, TJ Bush, bolted this spring and ended up transferring to Cal. So before you jump in, I do think that's one of those things that's hard for a team at Liberty's level. Like, everybody is desperate for pass rushing.
Amen.
Like, you take a look at the NFL draft,
like
where those guys get picked. Like, everyone's desperate for pass rushing. So if you have somebody that even looks decent, there are going to be schools trying to lure him away.
Yeah. And
so I think that's part of the issue there with the pass rush. But what are you seeing on the field?
I think you're spot on with that. That is a big part of it. Like, because offensive tackles and pass rushers are, the outside of a quarterback. That's
how you build a roster.
That's the next hottest commodity. So I think you lose some talent that way. And the thing that Liberty always had when you go back to Darrell Johnson.
Yep.
And
who was the other kid on the other end?
There was 2 studs.
Yeah, and he quit football after that year.
Yeah, Darrell Johnson. I can't remember his name.
Yeah.
But having 2 of those guys, you can figure out how to block one of them.
Yeah. But
having to block 2 of them is tough, right? And so I think the loss of T.J. Bush definitely hurt Liberty. C.J. Bazell is a very good pass rusher. I did notice last night during the game is that Liberty was pretty vanilla in the way that they rushed the passer.
Yeah.
A lot of times you'll get some slants and twists, get offensive linemen off balance, and try to get pressures that way through a 4-man rush, a 5-man rush. Liberty played it pretty straight up last night. is what I noticed, because I was watching that. I mean, that's a really good question, because I was taking a look at late in the game on the last drive, I was watching C.J. Bazell getting the call from the sidelines, and I saw him sort of like he sort of stuck his foot in the ground like he was, and I just noticed that little thing. And right then when he did that, what that was telling me was, CJ, you're going to rush the passer straight up, and do not let him break contain.
Yeah.
Right. This is you got to play your fundamental. We're not going to let him break contain. We're not looking for you to rush up hard and then dip underneath and try to get a sack. Yeah. Right? And that's what, and CJ in his mind's like, hey, it's crunch time right now.
Let me go get him.
I want to go get him. And I sort of like just saw him as you're watching the call come in. He sort of put his foot on the ground like, come on, coach, let this wild horse run. Right? He was doing that. And then from Kyle Krantz's point of view, Skylar McGee, they're also like, man, they're weighing things out.
Sure.
Like, okay, if we take a chance and the kid breaks contain, and now they throw one over our head for a touchdown, we lose the game. Yeah. And so I think that's a part of it, especially last night. You didn't see as many, what they refer to on the D-line as like running games, right? That means, hey, we're going to go to ET twist. We're gonna do, crash in down, twist around here. We're going to go run different games. Right? We're going to bring this linebacker here. We're going to pull here and loop back here, and that creates more pressure. Yeah. But at the same time, it can potentially also create more holes.
Yeah.
Right? And so last night, more so than anything, I think you saw Liberty play it straight up. Now, I will say this. This takes a little bit of cojones. Okay. Is they went cover zero and ran a blitz late in the game. And I've called defense before, and that takes a lot.
Yeah.
Because when you go, like, we're selling out, and they ran a safety blitz right up the middle, I think it was incomplete too.
I believe you're right. I think it was maybe the play before that last touchdown.
The touchdown, it was incomplete. But that takes some, and you got to have a lot of confidence in your guys. So, how you generate pressure, it goes back to what I say. To me, I've always been like, if you can rush 4 and drop 7, you can play really good defense. Yeah. If you got to start trying,
which was the key in that 22 season.
That was the key in the 22 season. And if you got to start figuring all the different ways to do a lot of different fancy stuff, you're leaving yourself vulnerable, and you'll get burned by, especially against really good teams.
Yeah. So 2 things. Trayshawn Clark was that guy we're trying to think of.
Trayshawn Clark, yes.
And for some context, in that 22 season, Liberty had 45 sacks. In 2.5 years since then, Liberty's had 54 sacks. So that was a special season with a special defense in terms of getting after.
I like Elton for noticing that.
Yeah.
And then bringing that up, and then taking the time to email it to.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
That's a solid question.
I do a poor job of mentioning this. If you would like to ask questions,
ask them.
flamescentral@liberty.edu. It can be football related, any sport.
Yeah.
Joe's a life coach for many.
Yes.
It can be anything, anything at all. So flamescentral@liberty.edu. All right, David asks.
Sometimes you got to pick yourself up by the bootstraps.
Right. That's good.
It's life coach.
Yeah, life coach. That was good. David wants to know, has this team turned a corner? Back-to-back wins, frustrating third quarter, but he wants to know, do you feel like this team has turned a corner? They have a week off now to kind of regroup. Imagine having to sit on that if you lose that game with the bye going up. That would be brutal.
Oh, the pitchforks would have been out.
Yeah, that would have been rough. Do you feel like this is something that they're able to build on? I guess, how do you view?
That's building on and turning a corner are 2 different things.
Okay.
You can definitely build on it, right? Have they turned the corner? No. This team has not turned the corner.
Yeah.
There's too many silly mistakes. There's too many undisciplined things. There's too many fundamental things that are improving, but you're not going to beat anybody really good if you continue on the thing. And, to me, the greatest indicator of that was, and I hate to keep bringing it up, but the greatest indicator of that was, you just take the lead with 37 seconds left in the game, whatever it was, and the fans are going crazy, like you fought, you scrapped, you clawed, and you take a 15-yard after the whistle penalty. Mm-hmm. That's so unacceptable. Yeah. But it's it's
But
like
penalties have been a storyline.
It's a little
for
bit
a long time.
It's been a storyline for a long time, and so until you clean things like that up until Ethan Vasco can get the ball out of his hand on time, until you don't take a sack and fumble with a 3-man pressure, you ain't turned any corner.
Yeah.
Now, that's the bad. The good is you're doing a lot of stuff better. So you're building.
Yeah.
You're not turning a corner, but you're building.
Another question. This comes to us from Danny. The subject is Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde offense.
Danny boy, the pipes are called.
Joe has a wide. Do you notice, like, he's a varied musical background. He can go. You can do any style, eclectic in your musical tastes.
Yeah.
So we appreciate that. He wants to know. He's like, I see at times this offense shows moments of being explosive, and then other times it becomes very anemic and predictable. What's the problem with the play calling is his question. Also, he brings up a great point and something I wanted to mention as well. Liberty's continued struggle on third down. 3 for 10 converting on third down last night. They were 3 of 18 against UTEP the week before on third down. So he also wants to know, like, what do you think about the play calling on third down? And some of that, I'll just say, you always point to third down. Coaches will always tell you, well, maybe it's first down. That's the problem. You know what I mean? Like, what kind of position are you getting yourself in on? Is it 3rd and 3? Is it 3rd and 8? That's a big difference.
You're answering that. That's answering that question right there. You know, it's like that. If you want to get really the devil's in the details, you want to get the minutia of this thing. It's like, okay, what are the analytics on where we stand with attempts at 3rd and 3 or less?
Yeah.
And then what are the conversion on those? What are the analytics on where we're at 3rd and 5, and then 3rd and 8 or longer, 3rds or whatever you want to put it at? And I think what you're going to end up seeing, I may be wrong. Maybe we're just bad on 3rd down. I don't know. But my guess is you're not winning on 1st and 2nd down and putting yourself in a position to be able to convert, legitimate 3rd downs. Play calling, I'm the last one to really throw somebody on the bus for, a guy, especially a guy like Willie Corn who's calling the plays. Like, he knows what he's doing, right? So, like, Willie's going to call good plays. To me, I don't see that, but it's execution.
Yeah.
It's execution. I mean, that, to me, it's like, it's blocking and throwing and running and picking up the yards. Just execution.
I'll say this: the one thing that I think is, for someone that, right, we don't know what all is being called. We don't know, like,
and why
did this not work because of this one missed block, or why it's being called, or you don't know all those details. That's one of the most difficult things, I think, to criticize in football, because you just don't know all that's going into that decision. One thing that I do think I've asked, and I think fans wonder sometimes with this offense, is there are long stretches where you feel like the guys that are the playmakers, why are they not getting opportunity? Yeah. So even like a Juju Gray did not have a carry against UTEP in the game. You're like, that seems like an easy way to get the ball in. You want to get the ball in his hands. Can you not just turn in hand? If you can't find a way to get him the ball throwing it, can you not just give him an opportunity? They did in this game.
They did more in this game.
He got 3 carries and we ran for almost 9 yards a pop.
Yeah.
And same with Dante Lee for all but the last 3.5 minutes of this game. Can you not get him get the ball in his hands? Let something, you know what I mean? So there's
you got to get that kid the ball.
Where you're going long.
You got to get that kid the ball.
We even saw it last year with Quentin Cooley at times, where that was a thing, where it was like, where is this guy? So I think that maybe is more frustration as opposed to the actual play being called. It's, are we just forgetting about some of these playmakers for stretches? Can we not consistently get them the ball? Like Juju, we saw at the first drive of last game against UTEP, 2 receptions, big plays. I think he had 1 the rest of the game. So that's part of I think on the backside of that is what you're reporting. That's part of, I think, what maybe the frustration is just it seems like you kind of forget about some guys for long stretches or unable to find ways to get them involved in the offense. So I think that's probably where most fans' criticism lands.
Juju Gray, 3 catches, 41 yards, long 23. And as I recall, correct me if I'm wrong, Matthew, as I recall, a lot of those were let it develop out, swing him out of the backfield, easy.
Yeah.
Catches it, and then go make people miss.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And so, that part of it, I 100% agree with you.
Yeah.
Now, I love my boy Willie to death.
Dr. Korn.
I love Dr. Korn, and I think he's as good as he gets, right? But Willie, Dante Lee Jr., baby, get that cat the freaking ball. That's all I got to say about that.
Yeah. Get the
like this ain't rocket science.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send him the Saban clip.
Yeah. Do that. All right, let's get to bold predictions.
Willie will argue with me. He said, "Well, Joe, guess what, baby?"
Yeah.
He'll come back to me and say, "Guess what, baby? Yeah. 5 catches in the last drive."
Yeah.
When all the chips were on the table,
true.
right?
True.
So more of that, Willie, Dr. Korn.
He got it done when he needed to. All right, let's quickly look at bold predictions for this past week. Emily predicted a 24-10 game. Wait.
Wrong.
Whoa. I'm sorry. I'm looking at the wrong game. Hold on. All right, now we got it. Emily predicted 34-31.
What?
With a Billingsley field goal to win it. So she ends up winning this week. I'll jump to the final.
Well, that's why she texted what she texted last night.
Yeah. I went 27-17. I finished in second. Joe went 20-10.
Terrible.
20-10. You were lower. Joe's struggling. So on the season,
I'm terrible.
Remember, first
Score
place gets 2
predictions.
points. Second place gets 1. I have 7.5. Emily 6. So she's right there.
She's on your heels.
Joe's 1.5. So
fighting like
Jeff
crazy.
Snell says Joe may be statistically eliminated at some point soon.
No.
He also
all games count.
He also said if you plan to come out to Montana any this winter, he's got some free lift tickets for you out there. So
I'm gonna be there.
Okay, we'll hook you up. He's got some stuff out on the Montana-Idaho border. He said, best powder there is.
Stop.
That's his words. Number 1 place for powder.
They don't call him Joey Shred for nothing.
Yeah, that's right. So he may hook you up.
The kid's name's not Joey Shred.
Yeah.
Because
he's gonna hook you up. All right, last thing. We're going Flames fantasy. Let me find it here. I've got.
He's all juiced up about this.
Hey, I'll say this. This was probably across the board the highest scoring week we've had. Let's start with, first off, there's been some changes. And for people that don't know, and for people that are watching this game and they're keeping score on their tablet at home with our rosters,
they are.
What you didn't know is there have been some roster changes since last week.
Changes.
So
Joe Yock went back in the war room.
Let me catch you up on that. Because Brylan Green is out with injury, Joe dropped him, picked up Damon Harmon. Good pick this week.
Yeah, thank you.
Emily, because Evan Dickens had been hurt and she was unsure of his availability, dropped him, picked up.
That's unbelievably classic.
It is. She dropped him and picked up Vaughn Blue. Well, Vaughn had a great game last week, so she's like, I'm going with Vaughn.
Go.
So, being a little bit more savvy.
No, you didn't.
I waited until the injury report comes out 1 hour before the game.
No, you didn't.
And I saw Caden Williams is out, so I picked up Evan Dickens. I'm like, all right, well, Caden Williams is out. Drop him, injured. Pick up Evan Dickens, who she had just dropped. So that's kind of where we all settle there.
Scored the game.
So it worked out great for everyone but Emily. First, let's go this way. Joe, you got a couple points from Jamari Person, 8.5 from Dante Lee. That last drive was huge. Christian Bonner gave you 4. Damon Harmon, 12.5.
Bam! What a pickup.
He had a really good
knowing
game.
Your personnel.
10 tackles for Damon Harmon. So a really solid game. They challenged him a lot in this ballgame. Yeah. So 27 points total. You're up to 177.5.
Okay, that's solid.
Emily got about 4.5 from Vaughn Blue, 4.5 from C.J. Bazell. Not much otherwise. She finishes with 13.1 points, which is about 3 weeks worth of scoring for her the way it's been going this season. She's up to 81 points, whatever.
Good for that's cute.
Juju Gray gave me 14.2.
Stop.
Joe Carter gave me 10. We should mention
that's 24.
Injury does not sound great for Joe Carter based off what Chadwell said last night. Sounds like he was hinting at Joe could be out for a little while, and he said a couple other guys as well. He didn't mention my name. So that would be a huge loss for this defense because Joe Carter has been absolutely balling. I think he's led this team in tackles 3 straight weeks now. He's been playing really well. So that would be a huge loss for the defense. But he gave me 10 points. Jarrell Farrar gave me a couple. Jacob Jenkins,
26.
nothing. Evan Dickens gave me 17. I ended up with 43.2 points. So here's where we are. Joe, after 7 weeks, coming down the home stretch, Joe's at 177.5. I'm at 175.
No way.
It is tight. It is tight.
Oh my.
How good is this? This is the drama that we all want.
I did
this
not
is what we all
realize
enjoy
you
in
were
sports.
that close.
It's tight. Yeah, it's really tight right now. So obviously, if Joe Carter's out, I'll have to figure something out.
I mean, I'm going to have to get pencil and paper out. I'm going to have to get deep in the warm room and start doing analytics. I got to do the whole.
Well, listen.
I got to put together the whole dog and pony show.
Listen.
I got a title to defend.
If Vasco could get it in Reese Smith's hands when he's open, it looks a lot different for you right now.
I mean, it's unbelievable.
But that,
you know what I was thinking,
missed him
too?
a couple of times.
You know what I was saying on that last drive? And I looked over at Little Reese.
Yeah.
And I said this, when they started getting down that red zone, and when they put Reese Smith in that slot.
Corner out. Yeah.
That slot, I said Reese Smith corner out for a touchdown.
Yeah.
Didn't happen. But
Didn't happen. So there you go. So the Flames fantasy is getting tight here as we head down the stretch. Again, bye week for Liberty. Then they get Delaware. We're going to try to get some basketball preview maybe the next couple of weeks and talk to some coaches or players. Liberty.
When's the first tip-off game for basketball? Coming up.
I think it's November 3rd. I want to say.
Not till November.
Yeah, November 3rd. Kentucky Christian for the men.
I feel sorry for them.
Yeah, so they're going to get hammered pretty good. And the women start on October 26th against North Carolina A&T.
Okay.
So they're a little bit
Aggies.
There you go. So they start a little bit earlier there. So yeah, we'll talk a little bit basketball coming up. I have no idea when Emily's coming back or if she is at this point.
Yeah, what's
an update on that?
We got a picture of the baby yesterday. The baby was not happy.
No.
About the baby
was Emily there? Was she at the game?
I didn't see her.
Who knows? I don't know.
She
just everything now we're getting. This is going to be how our life is now.
It's text messages.
It's always like
social media posts.
Blaming on my fantasy roster. I have a child I have to care for. Whatever. I mean, come on. We've all done it. So yeah, she's a lot of excuses right now, but we'll see when she gets back.
She is loaded with excuses.
Loaded.
I mean, look at the baby.
She had the baby in the little.
Can I show
can you
the
show
baby?
you? Try to show. Yeah. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah,
can
there
you
you go.
That?
There you go. A little baby in the
Liberty
baby outfit. Yeah,
She's in the Liberty outfit, and she is not happy. About coming to this ball game. She's like, I want to go home.
I just hope, since having a child, the decision making in the rest of Emily's life is better than it has been in the Flames Fantasy League. That's what I hope, for everybody's sake. All right, on that note, thank you so much for watching. We're out of here. Back to normal schedule next week. We're going to go back to Mondays next week, if you're cool with that.
We're back to normal schedule?
Well, yeah, Liberty's done with midweeks.
Oh, that's right.
That was it.
They have an open week.
Only the two, yeah.
There's only 2 midweeks?
Only 2 midweeks. Thank the Lord. We can go back to normal schedule and get back to what we normally do.
Well, you want to hear something?
What's that?
That's tough on Yacht Talk.
Okay.
So I do the Liberty games with my good friend Matt Warner and our sideline reporter Emily Austin.
Yes.
And then I'm doing the North Carolina games.
Right.
So I got the North Carolina game.
Yeah.
And so anyways, they're playing at Cal. So when I'm getting the games together, I'm like, that's a long trip out to Cal.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm like, I don't think I'm going to do that game.
Yeah.
And so I wasn't doing the Cal game. Everything's, we're good, right? Bren Renner, who does the other games, goes down with a back injury.
Oh, come on.
He's down with a back injury. Yacht Talk.
You're getting called off the bench.
He's coming off the bench. We're on the flight Thursday. We're heading out to Cali. And then, guess what time kickoff's at?
What's that?
10:30 Eastern.
Oh.
It's a 10:30 Eastern.
Are you flying back right after?
I thought we were, but we're not.
Oh.
The next morning. So 10:30 Eastern kickoff. That means that game will end at what, like 2 a.m.?
Yeah.
2 a.m. So Matt, I'd really appreciate, this would mean a lot to me.
Okay.
It's like what Goose and Maverick have, the relationship they have.
Yeah.
Don't ever leave your wingman.
Yeah.
Right? And I know that if you could stay up till 2 a.m. On Friday night.
Yeah, for sure.
Right? And I know you don't have a lot to do Saturday.
No.
So if you stay at 2 a.m. Friday night and just listen, tell me,
just
Joe,
listen to
Joe,
the
you're
radio.
doing great.
I don't even watch on TV. I'll just listen.
Don't even watch on TV.
Just so you know someone's listening.
Put it in your earphones.
Maybe can I schedule text messages to go out that just say something like, you're doing great.
Yes.
Just vague.
Yes,
so you think I'm listening, but it's not really anything specific to the game.
I'm going to need some encouragement.
Okay.
And I'd appreciate you if you're there for me.
Absolutely. Well, at least all the vibes are great with UNC right now.
Yeah, I know.
So it'll be a fun time.
That's the best part of the whole thing.
Yeah,
it's an absolute train wreck right now.
Have fun with that. Well, hey, tell TJ Bush we said hello.
That's right.
Yeah, you'll see him out there.
Yeah.
So,
We'll go and have a coffee.
All right. Well, listen to Joe. Everybody listen to Joe here.
I don't think that's
And then we'll see you right back here on the Flames Central Podcast presented by OrthoVirginia. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next week.